Some of the biggest one-off costs we have to cover are our domestic appliances, fridges, ovens, washers and dryers, etc. But if the price of a new washing machine is making your head spin, John Bentley's here to help.
Yes, he's finding out if a premium appliance automatically gives you better performance or if a budget model can in fact offer better value.
Domestic automatic washing machines have been around since the 1930s, and nowadays they're everywhere, with over 97% of UK households using one.
It's arguably one of the most important appliances we own, with many households using them over 200 times a year.
So, when you want to purchase a new washer, the question is, should you invest in a premium machine, or would a budget appliance be better value for money? Today, I'm giving two 9-kilogram capacity machines a spin to find out. First up is this premium option from Germany, the Miele WED164. Earlier this year, it got a Best Buy and Top Eco Buy awards from consumer champions Which.
And it's got a Class A energy rating, which should mean it's economical to run.
But all these features don't come cheap. The Miele costs £877. Our budget model is from Italy, and this Indesit, which has a speed wash function, comes in at around a third of the price.
At £309.99, it still has a Class A energy rating and all the functions you'd expect from your washing machine. The question is, can it keep a clean sheet against the premium competition in a series of real-world tests?
To find out, I'm spending the day at Can Do Laundry and Linen, a commercial laundry business in South Wales. Dan Shepherd founded the company when he was just 19, and what he doesn't know about washing machines isn't worth knowing.
Dan, wonderful to see you. Thank you for helping us out with this test. I mean, clearly here you do masses of laundry. How many items do you get through in a week?
We process 250,000 items a week.
Wow.
Predominantly based with the hospitality sector, cleaning bed linen, table linen, towel linen.
Gosh.
Our first test of the day is going to determine which of our machines performs best when washing on eco mode. With the cost of electricity rising dramatically in recent years, finding ways to reduce energy use around the home is more important than ever.
Both of these machines we're testing today have eco modes. How can we put them to the test?
Well, I know a couple of locals that I'm sure will be happy to help. So if you take these bags, go fill them up, and then we'll go put them to the test.
I'll tell them you sent me.
Yeah.
I go on a quick tour of South Wales, picking up grubby garments to give our washing machines a tough workout. First stop, a steel workshop.
Ah, Joseph.
Oh, right, John.
Excellent. Great to see you. You've got some mucky overalls, have we?
Yes, I got the one.
Superb. They look perfect for my washing machine test. Good.
Yes,
excellent. Thank you very much. Hello, Tony.
Hello.
Now, I'm told you have some chef's gear for me.
I do.
They're suitably grubby.
Here you go.
Aha. Thank you very much. Ah, Reese.
Hi, John.
Great to see you.
You too.
You should have some mucky rugby jerseys.
I do indeed. See how you get on with them.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Cheers now. Bye-bye.
Hey, John.
Yes, I've got
How'd you
some
get
stuff which I think should be quite testing. Serious stains. I mean, look at that.
Time to load the machines. Dan has the premium Miele and I have the budget Indesit.
So we're going to try them both on the Eco 40 to 60 setting.
To measure the amount of energy both machines use, we're plugging them into power meters. And to make it a fair test, we're using identical loads with the same domestic detergent in both. Straight away, there's an obvious difference between them.
I can't help noticing you've got a smaller door on yours,
Yeah.
even though they're both 9-kilo capacity.
Yes. It is a bit awkward if you've got a big load. Obviously, big load, small door doesn't necessarily go hand in hand.
The Miele has 11 wash cycles that are selected using a dial. Most modern washing machines have an eco mode, which runs for longer than a normal cycle, but uses less water and operates at a lower temperature. It reduces the amount of electricity used because 90% of the machine's energy consumption comes from heating the water.
And how long is yours going to take?
Mine's going to take 3 hours and 29 minutes, John.
Right. So, onto the Indesit and bigger door.
My budget Indesit has an impressive 16 different cycles.
Eco 40 to 60 is 9. Swizzle round to 9. And the duration, which is a bit longer than yours at 3:45.
Okay.
Well, I think we'd better get them washing.
Yeah.
After nearly 4 hours of washing, it's time to see how they got on. The premium Miele used 0.84 kilowatt-hours of energy, which equates to roughly 25p at current electricity prices. The budget Indesit, despite running for 16 minutes longer, used slightly less energy, but not enough to change how much it costs to run. Still 25 pence. But will there be any difference in the quality of their cleaning?
The chef's gear is pretty equal.
I can't see a difference between them. I mean, they've both done very well at getting rid of all the food stains. I think let's move on to the rugby jerseys.
Okay. So again, both of them did a really good job.
I mean, they look well used, but clean nonetheless.
And they smell really good, considering what we had to deal with before.
Yes, I think a good result on
What I am
the
really
jersey.
interested to see is how the overalls
Yes,
stood up to the test. So they did a good job, considering that these are old stains.
Paint and oil and stuff like that.
You know, some of these stainings would probably need a bit more heat.
So the quality of the wash is very similar, the energy consumption is very similar, and even the time they take is similar.
Yes, they're pretty equal in the results.
So overall, do you think it's a draw?
I think it's a
Test
draw
one?
for test one, absolutely.
Join us later when we give our washing machines the ultimate challenge, restoring stain-covered napkins to a dazzling white.
That's my stain of choice, red wine.
Very good choice.
Time now to hand back to John, who's been taking on the laundry in the pursuit of a bargain.
Yes, he's pitting a premium washing machine against a budget one. Let's see how he's getting on.
Earlier in our washing machine test, I tackled some grubby Welsh washing with the help of laundry expert Dan Shepherd.
Pretty old mud stains. You might be challenged in order to get those out.
The premium Miele machine costs £877, but it has one sizable drawback.
Big load, small door doesn't necessarily go hand in hand.
The budget Indesit is just over a third of the price at £309.99. But in terms of cleaning quality, there was nothing to choose between the machines.
Both of them did a really good job, and they smell really good.
For our second test, we're going to see how the machines cope when it comes to removing tough stains on whites, the most challenging wash for any household.
So I thought we'd do some whitewash testing on a couple of napkins.
Aha. And you must get through loads of these, I guess.
We get through about 50,000 napkins a week, actually.
Ooh.
So, yeah, we see a fair few.
Time to make some mess with a selection of the worst everyday stains for our washing machines to try and remove.
Here's napkin 1.
OK, so let's start on the pen.
Yep. Lipstick.
Lipstick.
I imagine that's going to be quite a challenge for any washing machine.
It pretty much is one of the most difficult things to get out for any kind of linen.
Next, a splash of coffee, then some fake tan.
It's one of the most difficult things to get out.
That's my stain of choice, red wine.
Very good choice.
And now a smear of gravy.
Pretty natural.
And all those stains are repeated on a second napkin.
Excellent.
OK.
Jolly good.
Before we commence the cleaning, we need to measure how dirty our napkins truly are. This machine is a Digi-Eye. It uses a professional camera and advanced software to examine colour in forensic detail. It's the gold standard for measuring colour and will detect the tiniest stain left behind after the clean.
See why lipstick is really ingrained. See the pattern of the actual napkin, the cotton.
A baseline image from both napkins before the wash will enable us to find out with precision which machine is best. Again, we're using identical detergent in each machine, and we've set them to the same cycle, this time 60-degree cottons. And to replicate the sort of wash you'd do at home, we're also adding a large bedsheet. When the machines finish their cycles, we give the napkins a visual inspection.
Well, let's see what's come out in the wash. Is it a whitewash?
Well, not quite. It's quite similar in both washes, in all fairness.
Yes.
You can obviously see that the lipstick is quite prevalent.
As you predicted, that was going to be most difficult to shift.
Most difficult. But the machines did pretty good in removing your red wine.
And the fake tan has come out better than you actually expected. I
Yeah,
think.
much better than I actually thought. To be honest, I would be very hard pushed to determine
Which one's
is
best out of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Dan's expert eye can't spot any difference, but what will the Digi-Eye be able to detect? By comparing them to the images taken before the wash, the machine assesses the percentage of each stain that's been removed.
And here are the results.
What we have just calculated is an average across all 6 stains.
yes.
So machine 1, which is the premium one, provided a stain removal scoring of 88.86.
It's got rid of 88.86% of the stains.
It did indeed, yes. And then the budget provides an 87.31.
On average, the premium Miele removed 1.5% more of the stains than the budget Indesit.
So a slight advantage to the Miele in test 2.
marginally.
Marginally.
So, after a day testing the eco and whitewash cycles of both washing machines, which does Dan think offers best value for money?
Considering that there's only 1.5% stain removal difference, and the premium is nearly 3 times as expensive as the budget, I'd say the budget wins.
Indesit did reasonably well at everything. It certainly was impressive cleaning. It does take longer to do everything. It was a bit noisier. I mean, I agree with you. I think the Indesit clearly represents better value for money. So the winner's going to be the budget Indesit on this occasion.
It is, yes.
Brilliant.
Thanks for that money-saving advice, John.